girl, and all three of them were like, ah, yes, let's go, girls. And I'm like, these fucking bitch. All right,
This might echo. Got it.
dude. I was like, what the fuck? And I just stayed quiet. I was like, wait a moment. Do they pay any bills? No. Do they live on the system? Yes. Oh, okay. Do they know how much it costs to do anything out there right now? Do they have jobs? Yeah, sure, they make money. Do they make a decent amount of money? No, they don't. They just do whatever they can and they just survive. So they're a leech to the system. I'm just giving myself I'm feeding myself ideas of why the fuck. Same thing. My neighbor across the street, the one that I help out all the time. She's like, "Are you voting today? It's so crucial that you go out there and vote." I'm like, "Yeah, Trump's going to win anyway." She goes, "I hope not." And I'm like, "You need to get the fuck off of my property."
Oh no.
I didn't say it, of course, but I thought it. I'm like, this bitch, no wonder why. She's broke. She lives on the fucking titty. So everybody that I met yesterday, except one person that this morning I just realized I saw a post this morning from my a guy that does what I do, but much younger. So um, I helped train him a little bit. I gave him some good insights. But the guy is he's a fantastic tech.
Okay.
I gave him some pointers. He's been growing. I think he's been there for like 2 years. He's been doing this now. I think good sharp guy, straight left. When I saw his post, I was like, huh, wow. And it was that like he's smart. He knows how to talk. When I was reading his post, I felt stupid. How about that one? You
Mm.
know, it was one of those type of they know how to pronounce their words very well, and they just phonetically it just looks beautiful. And I'm like, well, he does speak like that. I know he does. And I'm like, well, I guess he is smart too, but what the hell's wrong with his thinking? So I sent him a thing like, yo, I'd like to pick your brain because I don't know how the dude, I know how much money he makes. Like
Yeah.
I have a very good idea. I don't know exact number. I have a very good idea. I could be off by maybe 10, 15,000, you know. But dude, like what the hell's going on? We need to fucking wake up. And then I think about, am I wrong? Could this be it? Like I start thinking about it. I do. But I don't know.
Well, that's why it's important to actually have conversations with actual freaking adults that can formulate an argument, and then you tend to learn a lot. Like when you start engaging with people that can do nothing but call names and start just like immediately going to a lower level because they're just parroting what they saw on CNN or NBC or whatever it is. Like that's when it's just like, all right, so like those aren't even your views. Like that's it. And so it's so interesting. And it's funny because I don't know if you saw what I had on yesterday, but it was all of the old people, older generations that were reading the back of that hoodie, and the 1776 across the front of it that were just like, yeah, you get it. And then it was the younger white women that were around my age and a little bit older that were like looking at me with disgust. And I was like, hey, it sucks to be you. Um, this is what I believe in. And if you haven't seen the back of that hoodie, it says, if you lack the will to stand, then you will kneel and everything will be taken. And that's that American flag hoodie. And so that's what I had with the little personal excellence as the ultimate rebellion across the front of my hat. And yeah, no, dead serious. That's why it was important for me to vote because I don't like the way things have been going. And no, it's funny because like my favorite song when Donald Trump first ran was "Fuck Donald Trump," and then I voted for him the past two elections, like whatever. it's okay to be wrong about something and have the willingness to see something different and make choices to do better, what you at least perceive to be better, and have it being based off your own views and core values. And just in case you guys didn't realize, I did put this up live, so figure we haven't put anything out in a couple weeks. So good freaking morning.
Yeah, I figured you did when you said this might echo.
Yeah. So
No, but what you're saying is so true. You know, having a good conversation, being able to talk to somebody and not having them, get offended or get triggered or whatever. It could even happen to somebody like me because
yeah.
I have a very small vocabulary, and and if my words tend to get stuck with each other, I'm like, fuck, I get frustrated. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just my retardedness. I don't know, but it's just, I know what I want to say, but sometimes it doesn't fucking come out. So it just me. So it's in a conversation. And if I try to have an educated conversation, I'm just an idiot. So I get frustrated. So I can understand how somebody can,
Yeah.
you know, like, it's not, because dude. Okay, so I grabbed an airplane yesterday, towards the afternoon, and we went to Naples. The only reason I grabbed it because it was in Naples. And then I fucking the whole time there, I downloaded that Daily Wire. Is that what it's called? The app, Daily Wire.
Did they have app?
Yeah, it's Daily Wire Plus, and I watched. Am I racist? I'm halfway done with that one, and I watched it. What is a woman? I cannot believe that there's people out there like that. That it's just like what, and then I can understand certain aspects of it. I can understand how I just want to just let me be me. It's cool. You can do anything you want with your grown ass body. Just don't interfere. Don't throw it down people's fucking throats. I think with Daniel, we covered that one a little while ago.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just there's what about this whole racist thing? These fucking oh my god, dude!
I haven't seen
It's
any of that stuff. So
dude. There's it's like it's white. It's white older. Uh, no, let's
upper
say
middle.
it's just straight, yeah, upper middle class, fucking, upper middle class. That's exactly the best way because listen, if you make less than $1 million a year, you're fucking broke thick anyway. So just upper middle class, fucking straight up white as they come. Okay. I think this was a redhead, right? So just straight up, and she's telling people you need to get out of your whiteness. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Swear to God, dude, you need to just release your whiteness. I talked to my daughter and she prefers the white doll, but I'm like, what the fuck are you people doing to our kids?
I wish you could see Manuel's slow blink going on right now.
What the fucking people? Oh my God, dude. I am extremely offensive. I learned that one. I say things that are extremely. I heard that one the other day. She's like, "You can't say that." I'm like, "Why not?" What did I don't even ask me what to say. Like, it was something stupid, and I'm like, "Why can't I say that?" Well, it's not appropriate. What the fuck isn't appropriate about whatever the fuck I do? It can't say like that. I'm like, "Fuck that." And then of course I get the whole awakening thing question. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And you're preaching spirituality and look at the way you're talking. And I was like, that's exactly why, because I'm realizing that fucking spirit is an idiot. No. Oh, sorry.
Hilarious.
Rant over. Rant over.
Rant over.
Fuck, dude. We have a
Uh,
lot of stupid people, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just misinformed or unwilling to learn anything. Uh,
Misinformed is a great word. I like that one.
well, because I honestly think inherently, like the majority of the population is good people. Most people just want to live their life. They don't want to be broke. You know, it's funny when I moved down here, registered Democrat and all this other stuff. And my buddy's like, "You're a Democrat?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm black." And he was like, "That has nothing to do with it." I was
Got
like,
nothing to do with
"Okay."
it.
And that's when the conversation started. And then when the 2016, I think is when that election was, and my buddy was asking me about politics and whatnot, and he's straight up, he's like, "How do you feel about Donald Trump?" I was like, "He's a fucking douchebag." And he's like, "Okay, but why?" And I was like, "I just honestly I don't like his personality." And that was enough for me. Okay. And it's like, I think he's racist. And he's like, "All right, explain that to me." He's like, "Why do you think he's racist?" And it's like, "Oh, well," and that's when I was still watching, CNN and stuff like that. And then when I started watching, well, funny enough, YouTube, and I started actually watching speeches and interactions and seeing firsthand accounts instead of what has been carefully edited together to have a gotcha moment, is when I started to kind of change my perception on who he was. And honestly, I made more money. My life was easier when he was in office, so why wouldn't I try to get him back in there and not the fuckery of the immigration and all the other bullshit that's going on.
I know
Um,
I'm going to be busy as fuck, and,
uh,
for right now, it might be a good thing. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
well, first off, now Palm Beach Airport becomes a hub for Air Force One. So guess what
yes,
airport they fucking closed that they're going to start closing down all the time, right? Palm Beach, which so that means that everybody else all my jets go everywhere else.
okay.
There's a fucking vicinity. I think there's a certain mile radius. It's a no fly zone. It's a no fly zone around his house. His house is right down the street from my airport.
Oh, okay.
So so with being no fly, they have to fly everywhere else but Palm Beach. Yeah.
Mm,
So like the airport itself is gonna hurt, and I know for a fact like airlines, Delta, Southwest, they fucking hate the fact that
mm,
because they do shut down the airport. You can't fly in, can't fly out for a certain amount of time, and it's like you got to go through special barriers,
mm.
right, to have permission. But other than that, dude, that's the only thing that I'd say is like, oh man, okay, so you won. So that's everything else. I'm actually kind of grateful for. let's hopefully,
Yes.
let's figure this one out. Hope so.
Freaking Manuel, you kind of quiet today, man. What's going on how was your day yesterday since we didn't get to talk to you?
Yeah,
It
we gave you
was
the
all
day
right.
off.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't really a day off. I just missed the meeting. You know what I'm saying? Because
Ah,
you guys had the
motherfucker didn't
pleasure.
get the memo.
Hey, you guys had the pleasure of doing it at 5. I'm doing it at 3.
Oh, you want to? Hey, let me give you.
Uh,
Wait, wait,
let me
wait,
get
wait,
that.
wait.
Let me
You,
get
you
that
gotta,
violin for you.
Get it out.
here, let me
Get it
wipe
out.
that off for you.
Yeah,
uh,
get it. Get it.
you know what
Yeah.
time I get
So
up every day, right? So it's like Monday through Friday, I'm up at 3 a.m.
that's
So welcome to the party, I guess.
that's
Like,
good. I like I said, I had some things happen. Some things came up. Fortunately, I missed it, but it was a good day. It wasn't bad at all. But today we got smashed with a snowstorm. That was crazy. So
are you serious? It's like freaking 80 degrees right now down here. What are you
yeah,
looking for, bro?
it's down there, but up here it's shit. What do we
Manny,
got?
I work in flip flops.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I'm jealous.
I just wanted to bring that up real quick. I'm sorry.
I
I
appreciate
know
that.
you're going through snow right now. I just
Yeah.
wanted to say that yeah, I'm wearing flip flops right now. Yeah, okay.
And
Just
he's sitting on his lanai in his backyard. So
and I'm sitting in my backyard in a tank top. Just saying.
I didn't hear what you said because I was still laughing, but I'm pretty sure
The
it's because
level of disrespect he displayed. I'm pretend like I didn't see that.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
Man,
my day was pretty good overall. It was shit, about a 6 out of 10. I can't complain. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Danny, I have a question. When you're recording this, is it only picking up one camera at the same time or picking up all three? How does that work?
it's all three are on the screen right now on
Okay.
live. And when I download it, whenever whoever's microphone activates, it switches back to the different camera views.
It doesn't, we can't just save that three images there or something like that.
Make it still like this. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I got a setting.
Yeah,
Because
like
I
triple
noticed that
screen.
many times. Yeah, because many times, some of us are just in the background shaking our heads or acknowledging or something like that. And even though the person's talking, it should
Yeah,
still be good for everybody to see. Okay, yeah, Manny
yeah,
Nestor, they're
no,
still there. Dan, that type
I
deal.
can definitely set that to where it's a gallery view and it just stays like this. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I can. I'll have to mess with it a little bit. But this was the whole the experiment.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No,
Um,
I know. Manny's the guinea pig.
yeah, no, definitely. So we're getting close to that 100-day mark too. I was
Yes, yeah,
looking
we
at that,
are.
and I was talking to my buddy last night. He hit me up. He's like, how's that going? I was like, I don't know. We have like 65 episodes that we haven't even released yet.
We haven't released it. Yeah,
And when we started talking about like the current events, that was the one that I downloaded to edit next. So we still have like a backlog of a whole bunch of personal development stuff. And then
wow.
when we started talking about the fuckery of Diddy and all of the,
Yeah, that's true too.
so we just kind of shifted a little bit, and that's right when Manuel hopped on. So
You got to
we
put
have,
those to the side.
huh?
You got to put those to the side and archive them and save them so that it could be like a prequel type shit.
Look, I'm gonna do it like this. So we have all the personal development content from the mindset shift, and then we're gonna have the current event side. So we'll start releasing. I think I might do a season or topic change or whatever because we're on iTunes and Spotify, so we can have this topic over here, and then we can have the current events and just us.
Categorize them up.
Yeah. So well, I'm still debating on that one. We'll talk more about that one offline, figure that out.
Yeah, you need some help.
I was gonna say, yeah, it sounds like you've been taking on some extra work there, buddy. I mean, if we're gonna do this, and you got to show some of that wealth because honestly, it can become overwhelming. I know what it means, especially
Uh,
picking up on a new project. You being how I think I know you so far, very similar to me in the sense that we pick up projects and that's all we do. We just pick up the projects. We pick up that one's done. Oh, hey, I just freed up an extra hour. What else can I do? Fuck, dude.
that was literally the conversation this morning when I was like, I'm walking into the gym at like 3:45 in the morning, and I'm just like, last night I watched like 2.5 hours of TV, and I just like hung out with my wife. I was like, I was like, I should be editing, or I should be working on one of the stores. It's like my brain immediately starts seeking the things that generate results instead of like just deteriorating on the couch. But it was cool to hang out with the wife because I don't do that enough, and she makes it very known. Where we're sitting on the couch,
Oh,
and
I do it too
I
much.
can feel the eyeballs in there. And I was like, I look over, like, what's up? She's like, just haven't seen you in a while. Like, damn. Like, all right. So, but
Yeah.
I remember I was gone for a very, very long day the day before. So that doesn't really help anything. You're eating dinner at 9 o'clock at night when you get home. So,
Oh,
So you
yeah.
get home at 9 and then you hit the gym at 3.
yeah,
Yeah, he
that was,
does.
Oh, you
Yeah, he does.
vampire for real, huh?
Yeah, he
and
does.
that was the night that I didn't sleep either because savings like just totally jacked my circadian rhythm like beyond belief. I woke up at 11 p.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. And so I was like tossing and turning. And then the day just deteriorated immediately when I got to work, and two flat tires and a low boy. And then I was supposed to go out of town, so it turned into leaving the house at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:15 in the morning, getting back at 8:15, and those days happen. We were talking about that. The whole not sleeping thing and not resting is not a virtue. Um, and so, like, you're trying to be very mindful of that fact now, opposed to you knew me in my 20s, and like I didn't sleep. Like I was always on the hook, trying to make money, and so now I'm like, and I did that in my 30s, and now I'm in my 40s, and it's just one of those things where you can keep on doing that, burning the candle at both ends, but eventually you're going to burn out, you're going to crash, you're going to kill somebody. So it's like you got to be kind of mindful about that, and that's why it's like I started tracking my calories again yesterday and making sure that I'm fueled properly. And all this stuff happens when I stop drinking. And so, because remember, the dry November is what's going on this month. So I start like dialing everything in, making sure everything's still on track, and just like narrowing that area of focus so I can crush it. Rolling into the new year, while everybody's like, "New year, new me." I'm like, bitch, I started fucking 2 months ago.
Well, that's what most people don't understand. But you're right. I mean, you're creating that momentum to start off that New Year's when people are actually resting and relaxing. We're out there fucking trying to figure out how to grind it. My busiest season is the holiday season. That's I can make 300 grand in 6 months, 4 months. Fucking,
just working.
it's I'm not home.
That's it.
I'm sleeping in my van quite a bit. But it's just like trying to master that both time frames. Of course, I don't need 300 grand in 6 months. Well, yeah, I do. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Having that attitude and that argument, because of course here she's at the point now that I give her quite a bit of time, and she uses that time, very efficiently. So when I'm not around, she's like, "Yo, what's up?" So that's where I'm at on that one. Anyway, what else? What else are we talking about today?
I was my brain was thinking about supplementations and stuff like that because we were talking about it yesterday. And then I was also this more personal development stuff. I heard something from I guess we've been talking about Luke Belmar a lot lately.
And I need to find that dude. I would love to shake his hand, but
he was talking. Gosh, it was like such a big deal to me because if hard work were the answer, then there'd be a lot more wealthy people on this planet. Construction workers, plumbers. There'd be a lot of wealthy immigrants. Honestly, if hard work were the actual requirement for you to get rich, everybody work well. Most people work hard by their own standards, but it's just not enough. And like I've been chewing on that, and I think that's why I've been kind of dialing back and trying to figure out like what area to focus on more, because everybody works hard. It's basic to work hard. Like a lot of people think that they're the hardest worker in the room, right? The hardest worker in the room, quoting The Rock. But in all actuality, like, do you really work that hard? And even if you put in every ounce of energy into your craft, you still only have 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, I feel you, but I think that it's more of a smarter versus harder, man.
Right. And so that's what I've been like chewing on. It's like,
You know what I mean?
It's not versus, it's both.
Well, it's a fine balance, but you got to find out the shit that works for you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because, I mean, just hypothetically speaking, anything physical, I mean, Dan, I mean, you fucking don't have to work as hard as half as a lot of people that's trying to do the same
Oh,
shit. You know what I'm saying? So you could take, your foot off the gas in that area, but in other areas you got to put your foot on the gas that they could let their foot off the gas. So it's kind of, a give and
yeah.
take thing. But as far as working hard, it's such a general subject, I guess I want to say, that it's really hard to say, yeah, I work hard. Well, of course, everybody works hard, but what do you have that's a reflection of your hard work, so to speak, I guess?
And I think when it's like, you're looking at your personal individual life, like that's where that's reflected. Your hard work is only reflected in your household. But then when you start trying to get more in abundance, like that's where you start to have the right people around you and the teams and the right relationships. If
You
you're,
can't grow. You can't grow without having the right people in your fucking. Now, wait, don't get me wrong. You can grow in the wrong direction easily.
yeah,
You know how easy is it to get mixed up in a crowd that makes you feel amazing, right?
Mhm.
So like, oh yeah, I got this new guy at work and blah blah blah. We went out, we had a beer. Next thing you know, we hit the titty bar and this and that. So you can easily get carried away in the wait, what? But
debauchery.
how come that's a what makes it different of spending 3 4 hours at a bar with a buddy than finding somebody to spend the same 3 4 hours trying to fucking figure out some type of business idea. Let's make some money. Let's figure out something so we can free up more time. You know, I don't know. It's just there's that seems a little bit harder when you talk trying to find that right. Finding that right people is, I think, you need to become so consistent at preaching your dream that you attract others, like-minded people, and say, "Yo, let's talk." Why? Because maybe they feel that you can contribute to it. Of course, they have to be. It'd be the only way. A win-win. What does this guy have to offer me, and so forth, and what could I offer him? It's always an exchange. If there is no exchange, you're in the wrong fucking crowd, dude. You need to be learning from people. Need to be teaching. Whatever you learn, you give back. Reciprocate. It's
Yeah,
must be reciprocal. You know. Um, Dan, I think that's why you and I get along so well because we didn't know each other from Adam fucking
right,
2.5 months ago.
right.
You know,
Very simple.
it's
What, two interactions?
what's that?
You said two interactions a couple years ago,
Yeah.
uh, and then phone call out of the blue. Like, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, like early
Begin-
morning text message.
Begins with one small step.
Well, and here's the other thing though too. We got Manny on the phone. Motherfuckers, 3 a.m. We got
Mhm.
another guy right there that you introduced me to him. So I was so important in your life that you introduced me to your fucking 20, 30 year friendship. Your boy trying to get to that, let me see what this guy's about. And I feel honored. So that's pretty cool, man. Thank
Yeah, man. Hey, same way though. I feel the same way because I mean, all I do is try to find like-minded people and stay close to the campfire. You know what I mean? Because I feel, and it's kind of weird in a way, but I feel like if we don't have the same common interests and goals in life, you in the way. We
No,
you.
really have too much to talk about. Shit.
Listen, we're straight up. We're we're men. We take care of our households. We need to be able to rely on other men with similar interests to help us grow and take care of what we got to take care of. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Because I mean, if if we don't if we don't search and we don't talk, for example, here's what I really want to talk to this kid, this other mechanic, for example, because I know he makes well over 200 grand a year. You know, I know he makes over 200 grand a year. He just came back from a 2.5 week vacation in Hawaii, with his girl. So old boy's doing quite well for himself. He's, and he's voting blue. and he voted blue, and that's okay. And I really wanted to know why he's choosing that route, because maybe there's something that I'm missing. I really do. I open up antennas with everything. I listen to a lot of things, and I always grab whatever it is that I'm missing that I need. You know, especially when I listen to other people talk. I'll sit here, I listen to you guys talk, and I'm getting in the background going, "Yep, I can relate. Yep, I can do that." And that's extremely, extremely, extremely important. If you're just a nomad and you're just sitting in your fucking just doing you, punching that clock, going home, watching TV, jerking off, falling asleep, waking up in the morning, doing the same shit all over again, dude, what kind of life are you? How interesting of a life are you having? How what use or of you like to the public? Literally, I mean, what you can do your job. That's it. So only one. I want to. I want to be. My ego tells me that, hey, let everybody know who the fuck you are, because we're all fucking we're in the incredible creatures, dude. We can help in so many ways. There's so many things that we can do, so many things that we can grow. I don't know.
No, I get it, because that was one of my things where I always talk about being an asset to humanity. And like, if you look at the people that are in my close circle, like, if they need something, they know they can call me and I can usually figure it the fuck out. And like, one of my buddies is like, he's like, so you can work on vehicles, you have a CDL, you can operate equipment. He's like, you know how to farm, you cook. He's like, you shoot, you do all these different things. He's like, if it ever goes to a point where, we need something in like state of emergency action, like, you know, come out to the middle of nowhere and we got you, because you actually can be an asset. How many people around you, like, do you know that can carry their own weight in different areas and actually be a helping hand? And I think that's a big deal. And that's why, like, the freaking hat that I've been rocking that just came yesterday or the day before yesterday, that whole personal excellence thing, that's a big freaking deal. And that's a cultural thing that you start by just working on yourself. And then you start to attract the right people around you. And it just continues. And then it very quickly will weed out the weakness around you. Because when you start doing things like that, then, it puts a magnifying glass on, the double talk, Boyd Crowder justified. Anybody that talks out of both sides of their mouth deserves to have it permanently shut. And the duplicitous behavior, like, that starts to be magnified when you're really focused on being better. And then you kind of weed that stuff out, and you have the ability to curate your own circle, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, you're 100%
Yeah,
correct on that.
you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, shit, either people's gonna adjust and adapt to that shit, or they're gonna fall off. I mean, it's just like with anything, though. Hey, we're gonna keep chipping away at this shit, or not. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, guys. We have to be on our toes. We have to be uh like you said, you got to be prepared. We pretty much are prepared. There's a very few people that are like us in the sense of that can hunt, cook, clean, fish, self-sustain, purifying simple things as tasks as purifying water, simple tasks as building a shelter, things like that. You're right, dude. Even though we live in this beautiful, amazing society, there might come a time when we're coming to an era right now that they can turn off our lights with a push of a button, right? Before, the meter guy used to come out, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
change the meter, right? He'd take your fuse away, right?
Oh.
And then you had people like me. I had three. Go ahead.
Take it.
Hook my shit right back up.
I swear to God, dude. Listen, I used to could do a lot of things, and
with you.
and you can't do that now because they see if a house is off the grid. Yeah, I got yelled at on that one too.
I'm sure you did. That's freaking hilarious.
They know when the house is on the grid or not, so they push a button like, "Oh, you didn't pay your bill." Click. Like, fuck. Before it used to take what 6 hours, maybe a day to get your light reconnected after they fucking
Really?
like you catch. I remember, dude. I caught the guy right there. Like, wait, hold on. He goes, "No, man, sorry." I said, "Dude, here's the money." He goes, "Nope, call." I'm like, "Motherfucker!" It took a day for that cocksucker to come back over. That's when I decided that I need fucking more fuses. But but yeah, man, it's horrible. Now they just push a button and lights on, lights off.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that shit.
Dude,
Why are they're pushing EVs like crazy? Yeah, why?
Over my dead buddy.
Listen, dude. Here's the other things my other side, right? So now that we're talking about like the EVs and shit, well, fucking Elon, he's he's got the rockets, the spaceships, he's got the cars, he's got the satellites, he's got the communication. Dude, this guy can control the world.
Yeah.
He's got
he's doing though?
Huh?
What do you think he's doing?
Dude. But here's the thing. His AI bots are amazing too. Like he's got this whole thing, this whole AI, the rise. Tesla might be the Terminator thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Skynet.
Elon knows what he's doing. He's like, hey, Trump, man, you got to be president, right? Come over, have some of this barbecue chicken. Let's have a talk.
Smart, and then you see him go.
Yeah. He's like, you see this? It's my own satellite system. See this? I'm on automobiles. Oh, look at this. I got rockets too. Hey.
That dude.
People don't know this about the Cybertruck. People don't know this about the Cyber. And if they do, I haven't heard it from anybody. But the Cybertruck, the auto driving portion of the Cybertruck, you can have one guy driving the first one, right? And that Cybertruck can haul a big load. You guys that haul a big load, right? And then 6 more can follow you, each one hauling a load.
Really?
Yeah.
You become a fucking train. They will follow you unmanned.
That's crazy.
Unmanned. So that's the whole reason I ordered one. And then I started seeing them and saw how shitty it was. And I didn't want to spend 130 grand on that truck. I'd rather buy a real truck. That's not even a truck. Why? Because it was going to be popular? Yeah. I think they overproduced them.
Yeah. No, I'm a very big proponent for things that run on fuel sources.
Yeah, I need that control. I need fuel.
So here's the deal, because this like actually played out on the last hurricane, because I ended up having to go down to Naples and go get that truck and run around. And then when I got back, all the gas was sold out because everybody was preparing for a storm.
Okay.
And I bought a flex fuel vehicle for the simple purpose of being able to do something like if I couldn't get gas. And I was the only person at the gas station that could fill up, and there was literally cars just sitting there waiting for tankers to come because nobody bought flex fuel vehicles.
I love diesels, bro.
I love diesels too.
I got jet fuel for years.
And that's the thing, is like I have access to fuel farms where I can actually get gas when there's no gas because of the industry that I am attached to. But like other people don't have like the fact that I am able to go somewhere and get something that is in excess because no like the flex fuel ethanol gas or whatever is pretty easy to come by in most places and it doesn't burn as efficiently. It gives you less power, but you can still fucking move.
We can still move.
And
Yeah.
and then I don't have to dig into my old stockpile that I keep for the generator and all that other stuff. So it was important. But so now we're going to take that to a point where we're in a storm situation in fucking Florida where it happens every freaking year. And you're going to tie yourself to the point where you have to actually rely on the electric grid to be able to, well, you can't even freaking evacuate. How far are you going to drive?
Oh, dude, you can be like one guy I saw. He had the fucking generator connected to the tow hitch. They put a tow hitch on a Tesla. Swear to God, dude. Uh, a car Tesla, not a fucking truck, not the little SUV. Oh, I think it was this one. I think it was a T. It was one of
Okay.
these. Yeah, because it was a
The
bigger
dancing Tesla.
one. Yeah, right? I think they all dance now. But anyway, yeah, dude. So fucking, he put a hitch, a little bed hitch. You know what I'm talking about? The little, and he put a
Yeah, a little
fucking
toe behind.
generator there. He put a generator on there. Yep. I was like, this motherfucker.
So that's ironic. So I have to hook up a generator that runs on gasoline or diesel to be able to drive my electric car because I want to be what is that? Economically dumb.
I don't know. You'll figure out something though. Somebody always does. I mean, shit, it's kind of like a pick your poison type shit,
It really is.
because my whole thing about it was I don't want my vehicle to be able to be hacked or no shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then again, like you said, there's no fucking gas. So what I gotta do, keep fucking gallons in the shed?
I was like, don't you drive a fucking Hummer?
Big bitch too. But yeah, it's like it,
You got an
man.
H1?
Uh, I got an H2 SUT, man.
Dude, that's a nice truck, though.
Yeah, it's a big fucker. It's all I got 2-inch lift on it and shit. Got some tires and shit. I took my airbags out and put shocks on that hoe. Yeah, she
Oh,
rides.
shit.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Pull the house right off its foundation real quick.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of me, the mountain kid in me too, is because I want 4x4s. Like that's always the thing. Is like I need something that I can go off road and have fun. Like I
We
want to
can
be
go
able
off
to
roading right down the street from your house. You don't
where
need to
down
go
the
fucking
picking
mountain.
trail.
Huh?
There's no mountains down here.
No, you don't need mountains. You can go off roading, I said.
I go off. Yeah,
Yeah.
I went
Yeah.
to the range and I went down the trails and it was muddy and I went to the car wash and this is the joy of America. So you go into the car wash, the place where you wash dirty cars, and the guy walks up to my truck and he's like, yeah, man, this is a car wash. Like, wash the truck.
I'm washing.
They charged me extra because there was mud on my truck.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, I was like, and I was like, all right, so this will never happen again. And then the car was like spotless, but it was double the price.
Should have went
And
home and had AI draft up an email for that ass.
I couldn't believe it. It was like your little focus in your business is to wash dirty vehicles, and you're upset because it's dirty. Like if it wasn't that dirty, I'd wash it myself. So I guess that's the price you pay. Whatever. It's just I thought it was so dumb. And when my wife was laughing because she was like looking at his face, he's like, he looks so like just disgusted. I was like, with the mud. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm definitely go off roading.
Listen,
Wild
dude, I think
wash.
people don't want to work. Just what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Whatever it is in his mind, and it makes complete sense too, though. Like in whatever it is that he makes in his hour, in his mind, he's gonna spend an hour on your truck.
Man,
You
all you
know.
had to do was rinse it off and put it through a machine.
Extra soap.
Oh,
That's it.
this is one of those drive-throughs.
Oh yeah, I know one hand wash. No, no, it was not a hand wash. Exactly. So they might have to spray a little bit of mud out of the wheel wells.
If
But
it
I
was a
mean,
drive-through, then I'm totally speechless.
yeah, no, I don't know the name of the car wash, but maybe I should put them on blast. Let's start
That's
look it up real
fun.
fast.
Draft up that
Yeah.
email.
He drafted that email. Oh my gosh. Um, it's a 5 till. I'm
Five
gonna
till what?
Or
6.
Wait, so my watch is slow.
You gonna reset
Yeah,
it?
it
Yeah.
is 5 2. Oh yeah, no, I messed up. Either that or I said it wrong.
No,
a
it's
bit of
awesome.
both.
I'll get with you guys a little later today. Figure out what tomorrow's top's going to be on. Freaking oh no, I wanted to ask Manuel about fucking supplements because he's probably somebody that's heavily supplemented.
Why don't you
As myself,
shoot?
huh?
Why don't you shoot?
Hell yeah, a little sip, little Trent. Ah,
Yeah, I don't need no needles.
what are
So,
you talking about?
All right,
I
well,
got some.
ask me whatever you want, man.
I got
oh
some.
yeah, no, I want to dig into that tomorrow. We'll
Tomorrow supplement day.
yeah, we'll do some supplements and fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to start working on my fitness.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, December
I
7th is coming, motherfucker.
I know. Ah, I know. I
Uh,
got it here. It's
yeah, I bet you do. It's getting real close. And if you don't get
yeah.
your ass in the gym and get your ass running, you'll be doing a lot of motherfucking burpees on that Spartan course. So
Oh,
yeah, and that will smoke you. If you like you fell an obstacle and then like damn I failed. Like I'm exhausted. Now do 30 burpees. All right, now start running.
yeah.
And it will crush your whole race. So
Not your ass was tired then.
and yeah, you'll be walking instead of recovering. So,
Yeah.
but you're you
Don't
better
do it
start.
to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Get ahead of that shit, man.
yeah. Yeah, I do.
Definitely. Get those endorphins woke up and releasing and shit. And
It's
yeah.
funny because he'd go running and he'd be like, so he'd be like, yeah, and then it'd go for like 3 days, and then it's like, all right, yeah, I had to go back to work. Like, yeah, thanks, motherfucker. Shit.
It happens, man. It happens. I understand that though, because sometimes I like to take breaks from the gym too. But the thing that sucks about the human body, and I don't know why it's like this, but it's so fucking easy to get out of shape. And it takes so long to get in shape. You'll get out of shape in like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So just try to do as little as you can though, because that guy that just left the camera, man, he's gonna definitely try to smoke you, push you to your limits. That's all you
Fuck
know.
yeah, he is. Oh hell, I know he is, and that's the whole purpose behind this.
Yeah,
Swear to God, you
he's
know.
looking forward to breaking you down.
Oh, listen, I've been
Yeah,
hounding him. I know. I know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know. I know. I know. I just can't show him how weak I am yet.
That's it. Don't show any vulnerabilities. He's like, "You tired?" Be like, "Fuck, I'm not tired.
Yeah.
Ready to go home?" Be like, "Ready to go home. This is nothing."
Let's, let's run again.
Yeah, yeah. Go home and hook up to a fucking IV.
Mm.
But yeah, he's
So
definitely a good guy to get in there and do anything physical with. He likes physical shit.
who's that?
Hey, you motherfucker.
You, yeah.
I mean, I had to pee, man. I'm like freaking 40 ounces of water, some pre-workout, and like half a pot of coffee right now.
Oh,
So
really? You own one?
yeah, no,
Uh,
I'm hydrated and caffeinated.
hey,
Yes.
have you had to piss in the cup yet driving down the road?
Oh,
Uh,
me? I do it all the time.
listen, bro. Like I
I've been pro at
on
that
the
shit now.
road for 4 years. Like I do not stop. There's
No,
no getting into the like. Do you see what I drive? Like, I'm not pulling into nobody's exit unless I have to. Like,
You was in Manhattan with a fucking yacht making a U-turn in Times Square.
did I tell you that story? Or
Wait,
I took the
you
wrong turn.
in
I took
Times
a
Square?
I not Times Square. It's like the exit coming right into Manhattan, and I was oversized, and I had to stop and back up and block traffic to make it around
Oh,
the building in the coming out of the tunnel going into Manhattan. And like, well, I pulled up, and the boat was perfectly like that far from the freaking scaffolding that the building they were working on. And so
OMG.
like I stopped and I got out and I looked, and the dude honked his horn at me and then rolled his window down. And I just looked at him, and he could figure out that the situation was not worth him getting punched in the face over. But that was just legit. Like that shit sucked so bad. That was I didn't have anxiety driving like oversized until that moment. And then after that, I used to always like kind of freak out when I'd see tunnels and don't know what's coming out on the other side of them. And yeah, no. And that was simply because I did not know the roads well
Know
enough.
the road. Yeah, it's the problem.
And that was before I used to plan out my routes because you'd get a stack of permits and they would tell you where you had to go.
Okay.
And I used to be like, all right, cool. I can just read it and I'll go. But then I started like actually mapping it out and figuring out where I needed to go, the X numbers and all that stuff because of that one crappy incident, which made me better at my job, of course. But that was like at the very
Listen, we
beginning.
grow from the mistakes we make,
oh
right?
yeah.
So, I mean, that was a really big fucking mistake, but it
Yeah.
taught you an amazing lesson. You
Uh,
know, you
yeah.
became so much more efficient. So, yeah.
Right. And that was like back in the day when GPS was still pretty new. So like it was on the phone. So like, yeah, just use your phone. I was like, yeah, okay, use my phone. And then it's like toll road, toll road, toll road. You can't take any of these roads.
Last night, we're leaving Naples. Now, since I've been with you in these last couple months, how many times have I been to fucking Naples or that side of the world? Right? I'm pretty much there all the time.
No.
So it means Nelson has been with me. Yesterday, this motherfucker, dude, I said, hey, go ahead and drive. I don't feel like driving. He goes, all right, cool. So he gets on the road and he does this thing, and I'm looking down. And all of a sudden, I look up. Remember, I just left the airport. And I look up. Motherfucker, I'm on 41 going south.
Nice.
And I'm like,
It's
I I looked up, and I was like, and he's like, this nigga, I swear to God. I looked at him and I'm like, is there a reason we're going down this road? Oh, yeah, the GPS told me to go this way. And I said to him, oh, and I stayed quiet. He goes, is it wrong? And I'm like, do you know where you are? He goes, no. Have I ever been this way? I don't think so. So why the fuck are you on this side? Just, oh, the GPS told me. Zoom out. Where are you? So I stopped. I zoomed. I'm like, look where you are, dude. Where the
down
fuck
by
do we?
Marco
Where
Island.
the fuck do we live? Right? Where do we live? You're down here. What mindset do you understand? I don't understand. Motherfucker's been here 8, 9 months, and I'm always on his ass. Don't rely on the GPS. Find their location. You get a bearing. Get a fucking basic bearing. Know which roads go east to fucking west. At the same time, he comes up. I'm really venting right now.
I
He comes at
tell.
me, and there was sorry, okay. Oh shit,
Welcome to life.
dude, I was pissed. I know you got to go, but straight up, let me just sum this up real quick. I was like, get a fucking bearing, dude. You've been out there 8, 9 months, dude. Know which roads go east and west. Go which road. He'll come at me and go, yeah, I'm on 95, exit 24. Nigga, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What is 24? Tell me you're on Oakland Park. You're on fucking Palmetto. You're on what fucking road are you on? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. You need to get a bearing just for that example alone. And then yesterday, we're on the fucking coming off the 75 or we're and coming up on the division between 595 and the Sawgrass and blah blah blah
Yeah.
and all this area is coming up,
Split.
right? You're coming into a split. You can go home whatever way you want, just as long as you just turn. But you can go home straight or you can go home left, whatever it is, right? And he's going straight because he's following the GPS. And I said, "Can I ask you a question? Why don't we go this way?" Oh, okay. So he goes, "Is this the right one?" I'm like, "I don't know. You tell me. What the fuck does that sign say? Now, are we going north? Are we going south?" And he's asking me these dumb fucking questions. Dude, you're 47 years old. You've been in the country for 8 months. I understand that the English is not your very good looking. It's not your primary language, but if you don't know where you are, you're not going anywhere, even in life.
But it sounds like he doesn't even like care.
Yeah.
He's just driving.
He just drives. He just drives. Listen to me. After I made him go make a left turn, after I made him make a left turn, I said, "No, go this way," and he stays on that road, and that fork on the road actually takes you to an exit, and he's driving towards the exit, and I'm like, "Why are you exiting?" "I don't know where I'm going." "You don't know where you're going." I said, "Stay on the highway," and now you're creating an exit. "Okay, you know what? Just follow your GPS. It's okay." And I went back to my phone. He goes, "Can you please help me?" I'm like, "It's simple. Make a U-turn." So he made a U-turn, and he was going to grab 75 again. I'm like, "No, we're going north. We're going this way.
I mean,
no bearing.
If you're not paying attention on that exit, you're kind of fucked. And so you got to pay attention. Because it's like 75 south, 595, and then it curls around a homestead. And if you're not paying attention, you will be like, and yeah, I get it. It sucks.
But usually though, when you're driving and you lost or don't know where you're going, you stop.
When you're driving, as you have a CDL.
Listen, dude.
You got to stop when you're lost.
I know you guys are professional drivers, as far as, and we're all from the age of maps.
No.
Right? So if you don't know where you are, zoom out. Let's just zoom out. We got the best map in the world right there on our phone, but don't let it guide you though. Maybe use it as a tool. Don't use it as a fucking, like it's your life. Like your life depends on it. No, use it as a tool. Know where you are. Just get a bearing. Hey, I am southeast Florida. I need to go to fucking I am Southwest Florida. I need to go to Southeast Florida. So I got to cross. Okay, which road takes me across? I got to go north. Motherfucker, I was going to end up in fucking Miami over there in not even Doral, way past south, dude. I'm like, dude, you just wasted an extra 45 minutes.
Oh, man.
You wasted 45 minutes.
I'm gonna tell you like this: like everything that you just said is like so critical to if people just took a look at their lives and like, where am I going? Where do I want to be? Holy shit, this is not where I want to be. I need to zoom the fuck out, figure out where I want to go, and draw it out and get there. And I'm gonna break it down and end it like that today. And I'll holler at you guys tomorrow.
Peace out, man.